Oh, this is Creating Cards with Sherry. I'm Sherry, and I'm so glad that you have joined me today. This is my Simple Sunday video, and we are going to be making a card from one of our online exclusive products. This is something that you can only purchase online. It is not in the catalog. This is our Heartfelt Hexagon Bundle, and the stamps are a photopolymer stamp set, which means it's a clear stamp set. And then the bundle comes with a punch, a hexagon punch. And so we are going to be making a card. I made this one first, and we're going to make one similar to this, but it's going to be more fall looking than this, than this one. Okay, the colors we're going to be using today is real red, pumpkin pie, crushed curry, old olive, and Cajun craze. All right. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 5 1/4 by 4 of basic white and early espresso, and 5 1/2 by 8 1/2 of the Cajun craze folded at 4 1/4. Now all these measurements will be on my blog, so just make sure that you go to my blog, creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com, to get all the information on the measurements and the products themselves. Then I took my hexagon punch, and I punched out all these hexagons under the colors of ink that we're using as well. All right, so I'm going to start to assemble this so that we can get moving on it. All right, let's take our basic white and my Stampin' Seal. And we're going to just put some adhesive. Oh, it's running out of adhesive. Okay. Rather than trying to run around with that, let's just go with this. We're using the multi-purpose liquid glue. And we're going to put that right on the inside. The nice thing about that multi-purpose glue is that you can easily move your paper around. A lot of people like to use that more than they do the Stampin' Seal. So it's all a matter of your own choice. Either one works. I've used them both in several of my projects. So, and now we're going to put the early espresso on the top of my Cajun craze, and then we're going to start to assemble the card. And I think I'm going to put this right there, and I'm going to try and get the point right at the end. Once you get these lined up, it's not so bad. It works pretty good. I usually line these two up first to get the center correct. And then I will put these in here, leaving a space in the middle. Now when you glue them on, it's going to overlap, and that's okay. We don't mind that at all. And I'll show you why in a little bit. Now you can put these side pieces, you can put like 2 Cajun craze at the top and 2 of the mossy meadow on the bottom, whatever you want. That's right, I forgot to tell you I also added mossy meadow in the paper. All right, so now this is all lined up, ready to go the way I want it to. So I'm going to start gluing my pieces in place. This bundle is so easy to use because you can just quickly punch and assemble. I have not gotten my All About Autumn suite yet. It's still coming in the mail, so I have to kind of makeshift on some things that I'm doing today. So I'm just going to ask you to bear with me since I don't have what I really would like to have at this point. I also need to tell you that if you're interested in purchasing any products, oh, wait a minute. Never mind. I got my dates mixed up. All right. Well, if you are interested in purchasing any products, you can go to my store at creatingcardsofsherry.stampinup.net. I was going to tell you something else, but I had my dates mixed up, so I stopped telling you. But please do go to my store. I'd love to help you get the products that you want or need, and we can make it happen for you. So be sure to do that. All right. Just line it up. Let it have a little space in between everything. Okay. That's pretty simple. Okay, I'm going to put that aside and just let that dry for a little bit. And then I'm going to show you what I have done. What I'm going to do, because I don't have the fall, the All About Autumn bundle or suite, I'm using one of the stamps from one of last year's sets called Soft Seedlings, and it's no longer available, but if you look in the mini catalog, you'll see the bundle All About Autumn, and you can choose the stamp set that you would like from there. That has a lot of nice leaves and stuff in it that you can use. So anyway, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my fall colors, and with this, I'm going to blend a bunch of these colors together. So I'm going to start at the bottom of that leaf and just ink it up with some of my red. Then I'm going to take my pumpkin pie and I'm going to continue on from that and just blend the orange in there. And then from there, I'm going to take my crushed curry and I'm going to top it off with that. And then I'm going to use the bottom part with my other two colors. I'm going to use the Old Olive. And it's okay if the colors touch each other and that sort of thing, because they're just blending together to give that fall look. So you don't have to worry about any of that. Then I'm using a bit of my Cajun craze as well. All right. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over and stamp it down. Make sure I get a good solid stamp. Isn't that pretty how that turns out when you blend them together like that? Now I had already made one ahead of time where I did the same type of thing, but I cut it out because of wanting to place it on my card. So I have one more thing that I want to stamp on it, and that is with my black memento. I'm going to stamp the words "So Grateful." Make sure it all gets covered. And I'm just going to put this right on top. All right, let's finish our card. We're going to flip this over and we're going to cut off the ends that are hanging over because we obviously don't need them. One. That one's a little sticky. There we go. Then we have it all set like that, and we're going to put this right smack dab in the middle of it. And I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. I think I'm going to use some big ones or some regular sized ones, I should say, and some mini. So let's see what we can get put together here. Let's see if we can scooch this one up a little. There we go. And then I'm going to take some mini ones. It's hard to get them started sometimes. There we go. And I'm going to put them one there, one right there, making sure that I don't overlap them. Nope, can't see them, so that's good. Put one here. I just want to get all these little arms, as I say. Okay, these went over just a bit, so I'm going to trim those so that they are not showing. There we go. And this one as well. Just on the tip there. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to take all this paper off, and we're going to put our sentiment right smack dab in the middle. So you'll want a piece of basic white, a scrap piece, for any size sentiment that you're going to do to complete your card. There we go. Isn't that nice? Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. It was so fun to do, and it's so easy because you're just punching everything out and gluing it on. And this wasn't a punch. I stamped it and I cut it out myself, so that took a little more. But it was definitely easy to do. That was probably the hardest, if you want to call it hard, the hardest part of making the card. Okay, and I'm going to put some embellishments on now. And these are our champagne rhinestone basic jewels. Oops, I thought I had it on. All right, I think its stickum came off. There we go. My Take Your Pick tool is upstairs with some kits that I was working on up there. So I apologize. Normally I use my Take Your Pick tool to put these on. There we go. All right, so there you are. There's your card. I hope you enjoyed that today. And I encourage you to try and do it yourself because it's really easy and fun to do. So thanks for joining me. Again, you can go to my shop, creatingcardswithsherry.stampinup.net, And my blog, creatingcardswithsherry.blogspot.com, will have all the measurements and the products that you will need in making today's card. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday for my Tickle Tuesday video. Bye now.